What's up, everybody? A Spare with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Space Engineers, back on our Corvette build. When we left off in the last episode, we were kind of trying to streamline and organize our lighting situation a little bit. And I think it came out pretty good as far as we've got everything kind of squared away. Now, the one caveat to this is we've worked on the lower half. We haven't really gone up to the upstairs part and kind of streamlined all that. So that's something we need to think about. But there are a couple of things I want to actually experiment with. Where was that? It was in the... Oh, dear Lord, I forgot I did that. Whew! Okay, bear with me a second. I'm looking for a specific hotbar. There it is. So what I'm wondering about is... Let's see here. Oh. I don't know why it always starts me on a lower grid. It's hard to confirm, but they talked about in one of the updates that conveyors didn't have... it was this most recent update this week, that the conveyors didn't have points. So like what we were talking about before, where if you spun this around a certain way, it wouldn't latch on because it had to be done a certain way. And I guess that was not intended behavior, so they fixed that recently. Though I don't know... See, like that kept it from breaking kind of thing. Okay, that's good. That is good. So, let's see. I guess maybe one of these would work. Though it's kind of a split to a 4. I don't really want to do that. Oh, I didn't realize these were 4s either. Whoops. Oh well. I think that's overthinking it. Let's just put that one there. Let's do that one there, and let's maybe put a pair like that. I don't know. That might look better, that might look worse. Not really sure. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm still kind of up in the air on the whole... Actually, I don't think I need that there anymore, so that's useful. And let's throw one of these guys up here, since they will work now. I don't know. Like I said, just let me know what you guys think about this kind of stuff. Wait a minute, what happened to the color? When did that happen? Negative. No, why can't I get to that one up there? Oops. Well, that's not what I meant to do. There, that's better. And... there. So let me know what you guys think about that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to point out that you can attach to any side of the conveyors now. You don't have to actually have different things going on. So one of the big issues from last episode was color. So we had stuff like this going on where we were trying to add some ambient lighting and things of that nature. I'm kind of thinking of doing some kind of yellowish color throughout most of the engineering room is kind of what I'm thinking. I might actually do that. So I'm thinking of kind of like this, but maybe a little softer to where it's not quite so pronounced. It's just a little bit of a hue is probably what I'd like to go with. But I gotta go through and organize the lights. We have green on the insides of both of these rooms, so I don't know that it's really necessary. Again, maybe we'll do a little bit of a hue change on these in here, just to kind of give it a little something. Everybody has mentioned, well, I say everybody, there's been a couple comments about the server room being like a dark blue. Not a bad idea. I'm just concerned, I know this is going to sound odd because I'm a huge blue person. I love blue and black as like a color palette. But I'm just concerned we're going to have blue everywhere. So I'm not really sure about that. I do like the cyber white or the icy white, whatever you want to call it. Icy blue. For the cryo chamber, I just don't know if it would kind of lose some of its effect if we did the whole medical room that way. Again, maybe we'll do a less saturated look or something. I'm not sure. A couple people mentioned the airlock being red. I like that idea. That's definitely a good idea. And where is my spectator camera? I don't feel like going through the elevator right at the moment. As for the... Oh, that's weird. We're getting a bit of a green glow. How's that happening, actually? That shouldn't be happening. That's kind of a glitch, I think, because that's a completely sealed environment, so that shouldn't be coming through the floor. Whoops! Nothing I can do about that. But it was actually mentioned that making the CIC a blue color, and I kind of liked that. Though... Because actually, I do think that is, the comment mentioned it also, but I also think I remember hearing that is kind of actually something they would do on a real ship. Now, granted, we're kind of doing like a Star Wars-y Star Destroyer type thing, so it doesn't really have to be realistic. The only other thing is at night, I know they'll go with red lights to preserve night blindness kind of thing. Or not night, but keep your pupils dilated so you can see better in the dark. The bridge... the bridge, I don't know. I really don't know about that one. So, tell you what, let me go through and make some color groups. Like the hallway. I'm just going to group everything together, and then we can kind of just adjust things as needed. Okay, so I didn't do everything. I got the main rooms. I did not do this hallway area. I did not do the galley or the captain's quarters or restroom. Mainly because I was going to start pulling my hair out if I had to keep going with that any longer without doing something different. I left the HUD displays on just in case there was something that didn't quite work right or something, and I have now a lot of groups going. As like I said before, I did a kind of faint type of color to this one, trying not to wash out these bottom lights. I didn't really want to drown those out. The cable light seems a little bit darker. I actually am not really sure as to why, because when I go into engineering, these are the 1 through 4 are the ones underneath everything, and then these are the main lights, but if you look, these two have the same color, so I'm not really sure why the engineering one up top seems to be a little bit darker, more saturated, I guess, than the rest of them, though that could just be a residual effect. I left the oxygen ones over here to be a tealish blue color. I don't really know about that one. I kind of like it, but I don't know if it would look better if it just was one solid group. That'll leave up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think about that. Everything else I've grouped together, but I have yet to actually adjust. Let's go ahead for the medical one. Let's see if we can mimic the cryo. So 0, 140, 255. So 0, 1, oops, 40, and 255. Is that what it is? Oh, okay. Though these have a different setting. 2.5 and 2. Oh, that's because there's a cable light in this group. Never mind. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know that I like all of it being that way, though. It doesn't seem very... I don't know, it just doesn't seem very doctor-y to me. It should be brighter, I think. I guess we could try and reverse this and go with more... Well, we could also bring this up a little bit to kind of whiten it up a little bit, I guess. Maybe something like that. That's not bad. I kind of want a little bit more color out of it. Let's try 145 and maybe 2. That's not bad. It's kind of subtle. You don't really notice it, but it is kind of there. We could always darken it up a little bit. Now, for the server room, everybody kept saying a dark blue. So let's try server. I'm going to crank this down to 0. And maybe do... I don't know if you can do... You can't really do black, can you? It doesn't really do anything all that much. Because that would be an interesting... Like, if you just bottomed this out and made it 0 all the way around, it just doesn't really do anything. It kind of like... It's almost like negative light, which is weird. So let's try 200. Let's see what that does. I don't mind this. It has a little bit of a purpley hue to it, though. Like, let's cap that out at 255 and maybe add just a tad of green in there to give it a little bit more of a blue. That's not bad. I kind of like that. I could make that a red, though, and it wouldn't really hurt me all that much. I wouldn't feel upset or anything. Now, this is a little interesting. I broke this into multiple groups. There's the reactor lights on the inside of the chamber. You'll notice these say reactor chamber. These are the regular room. And then I also separated the vertical ones to where they're V-lights. So we actually have the ability to do multiple different color schemes in the reactor room. But for now, I'm only really worried about this one in here. And instead of doing it like that, let's see if we could do like oh no, definitely not that. 200, and let's say 200. 175. I want it a little bit greener. Because that's barely noticeable. It doesn't really do a whole lot. Okay, let's try 100 then. Maybe 125. No, I think that's okay. Because this is super green. Like, bow! In your face kind of thing. Though I am a little curious why there's more of a glow over here and not... I guess it's... let me try this. I think I know what's going on, actually. Yep. Okay. Well, maybe not. I'm just noticing a lot more green over here, and this is not as green, but they are named Envirolight Reactor. So let's try this. Let's hit the group and then go reactor and see if I'm missing any lights. I am. There's one, and that is all that she wrote. Alright, there it is. So then, let's grab this and kind of adjust it again. There we go. That's a bit more of a uniform. It just looked like there was a white light somewhere, and I thought it was the vertical ones, but it was not. Now, if we turn these back on, it does kind of wash out the light a little bit. So let's set these to the same for now and see if that works. Whoops. Let's see if that... Yeah, I kind of like that. It's like subtle in here, but then it's super green in here. I really like that. And the same with the shields. That works. I like that. I feel like that's the problem with these over here. I don't think these are pronounced enough, though. This one's fine. Did I adjust the cable light? I did get the cable light, right? I did not. Straight with light 2. I forgot there was a cable in this room. Okay. Cable 2. And I've kind of just been... I really quick just really threw out the whole naming convention thing. What I mean by that, let's see, let's do server then. We'll add that, and then this is 030-255, so 0, 30, and 255. That adds a lot more. Now what happens if we close the door, actually? Does that do anything? Since these are glass doors, I guess it doesn't do anything. That makes it look a little different. I guess there is a little bit of a glow in here. But what I was meaning by that is when I first started, it was like Envirolight 1, 2, 3, and I was actually typing in the names, and eventually it was just like, no. So you'll notice that, like, if I look for server, they just all say server light. There is no more thing to that. Let's see, how do we do this? Let's drop this to 100, maybe 175, and maybe, well, no, let's leave the blue. That's a little more noticeable. And it doesn't quite overshadow the cryo lights. I think we're okay with that for now. That's fine. This is okay, I just don't know if I like the O2 ones. I'm gonna leave it for now. Let me know what you guys think. Actually, though, real quick, before I walk away from this, 0, 170, 255. I'm gonna keep that in mind. 255, 275. 170, 255. Okay, I'm trying to kind of... Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm just gonna write it down. I've got my tablet in front of me. So... 255... 2 and 75, and then the O2 one is 0, 170, and 255. So what I'm thinking is let's change this. And see how the room looks. I honestly think I kind of like that better. It just looks more uniform overall, like the room has kind of its own glow. I kind of like that. Though I am wondering if we should add more lights here in the middle somewhere. Why am I not able to go in third person here? Is it really that zoomed in here? I don't know. It's probably bright enough. I don't know what that sticking was about. It's probably bright enough. But I kind of like that. I am going to change it back just so I don't have to keep the note that I can go back to what it was. But I'm not really sure I'm a fan of the mix. Oh, crap, what did I do? I must have had them... Wait a minute, what? Hold on. What the heck just happened? Engineering. What in the world is going on here? Why? Why you be that way? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's those. They must still be in the other group. Ooh, that's not good at all. That's not gonna fly. Oops, nope. 275. Yeah, let's check this group here. Because cable light O2, yeah, there they are. Get rid of those. Why are you still in there? I swear, I've had the worst time getting these rooms, the lights and everything in the proper groups. It's really annoying. Okay, so there's that. We did those 3. Now there's the airlock, which... Now, there is an interesting bit to the airlock, because I want to have a default light, which it usually sits at, but eventually when I have a script running the ship, I'd like it to be like when I click the button and it's depressurizing and all that nonsense, it'll change lights. Now, I didn't think about this, though. I might do that down in here, because I never did add lights in here. So I might make this that one that toggles as you're doing stuff, and then this might just be a normal... Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Okay, so airlock. Airlock, airlock, airlock. Where are you? And why is not everything in alphabetical order? Oh, wait, did I not make it a group? I don't think I made it a group. Whoops. Airlock, enviro lighting. Ah, there we are. Alright, so now we're primarily focused on red, so let's try 200... 150? That's gonna make it more of an orange. That's just gonna darken it. I'm not a fan of the real soft reds, mainly just because it ends up looking pink. This is interesting. I actually do kind of like that. I like how that looks. It's very ominous. It's no wonder that, you know, for the Star Wars kind of theme of Star Destroyers thing, it's no wonder they went with black and red. It's very ominous and eerie. Actually, it makes me want to do... it makes me want to do red all the way down kind of thing. Now, there is a couple other ideas I have had. Like, do we color the doors to match the interiors of the rooms, so just at a glance you'd be like, oh, okay, that's that room, that's that room. Or do you keep one uniform color? So there's that. And I'm not really sure how to do... I like that, actually, though. It really makes me want to do the entire hallway in red. And then have these be their own rooms of color. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted to do that, actually. But overall, I think the color's coming along nicely. Honestly, I was just going to go crazy if I went through and had to sequentially organize any more groups of lights, so... I mean, that's kind of my bad, in terms of, like... it's kind of what I'm supposed to be doing. But frankly, it was just driving me nuts. So it shouldn't, in theory, take more episodes to do more lighting and stuff, but I kind of think it's going to, just on my own craziness of not being able to do more. I think in here... Let me see how lights work in here. Will you let me place them anywhere? Okay, so I could put them along here, is pretty much our only lighting options for the hangar. Not a bad idea, but I'm not really sure if it's actually necessary, or if we should just throw like some white lights down there and be done with it, kind of thing. Also, so pretty much, when it comes to the comments for this episode, what I need is suggestions for a couple of things, and I'm going to go over them real quick as we wrap this episode up. Leaving this two-tone or going to an all yellowy color is one. Do we like any of the colors is also an option. You know, do we want to change any of this? I personally think I like this. Is a good one. I think I'm leaning towards a solid yellow in there. I don't really know what else to do with this one, so I think it's going to stay this way, but if you're, you know, thinking it could have more pop or different color, whatever, open to suggestions. I kind of like this one. Not really sure. I could go either way on this. The galley I need ideas for. The personal room, I think I'm just going to leave white and maybe dim them a little bit so it's more of like a personal space. Same with the bathroom in here. Maybe make them a little dimmer or something, but I don't really think there's any need to go crazy with the cabin. The galley would be more of like a, if we just come up with something that would look cool. The hallway, I could leave white. So pretty much all of this I could leave white, essentially. I could just leave all of this white. The galley I'm open to changing. The hallway I'm kind of thinking of that red, because that would look pretty beast, honestly. It would be like scary. The other thing is CIC, which... Ooh, wrong way. Oh, there they are. I changed a few lights to see where they were, and I found them. It was the easiest way to identify colors when there's 3 of them that are named the same. So the CIC, I think we're going to try some kind of blue, or a dim red or something, maybe. Not really sure about this one. And the bridge, I'm really not sure at all. Maybe white. I don't actually need all these lights. I just was looking around. I got way too many lights in here. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for us for this episode. But take those suggestions, think about them, let me know what you guys think in the comments. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!